campaign to do that took him away from us tonight. He may be on his way back. If he is, we want you to say hello to him. First, would you join me in thanking the staff and everybody here at the restaurant for a nice night together? Admittedly, this is one of the few times I've actually eaten out on the campaign trail. For those of you who actually do you campaign with me, you know that I never eat. I ate tonight and it was exceptional. I mean, I've been to a couple good diners too around here. But this was exceptional. Sophia and I are thrilled you're here. She's going to be the next assembly member to represent all of you. And God willing, with all your help, I will be your next congressman. And so, rather than keep you very long, first I want to thank Nicole and all of our team who's been working some of you have been working for Nicole, but most all of you are volunteering one way or another, but Nicole's doing a wonderful job keeping us busy, and we're grateful. And there are plenty of opportunities for you to volunteer or help out in some way. I'm paid to tell you that if you want us to win on November 8th, and we're going to win on November 8th, we need more help knocking on doors, dropping literature all across the district. It's a fun time. It's party time out on the streets, going door to door. If you're interested, you can make phone calls. You can do it from your home or together with Nicole. She brings the wine. No. We also, you can do postcards to your neighbors and friends. Always very helpful. But the only way to win and the only way to represent people is to actually communicate with them, which is what I'm going to start with. And that is that in all the years I've ever run for office, and you know, I was an elected official when I was 18. I have never run against somebody who has tried so hard not to come into contact with people as I have this race. It is ultimately bizarre to have driven all across this district for over a year now, hundreds of events, tens of thousands of voters, and it almost feels like I'm out on the trail on my own, meaning I just don't see my opponent. You cannot represent people if you are not among them. You can't fight for them if you don't know the challenges that they face, and you certainly can't go to Washington to be their voice if you're not listening to them. And we have been doing that for over a year, and together we're going to win the 19th congressional district. We are going to have a Republican majority in the House of Representatives, and we're going to demand accountability from our government. I promise you that. Everywhere we go, people are dealing with the same challenges that you know. Either it's everything costs too much, or they're concerned about their own safety, or they don't know whether or not they're going to have opportunities for their kids. We're fighting hard to ensure that voice is heard. We've got to drive down spending. We've got to rein in inflation. We've got to make it more affordable for small businesses. And at the same time, we've got to ensure that government does the most fundamental responsibility that government has, providing for our safety, security at our borders, safety in our community, and government needs to guarantee that. And I know Sophia is just aware that we've got to combat and confront the bail reform here in New York, which has made us less safe. We've got to ensure our law enforcement has the support, and that ultimately people feel safe in their homes and in their neighborhoods. And the last thing I will just tell you is, having talked to so many people, I know that there are so many parents who are worried that their kids aren't going to have opportunities, whether it's a great education, because for the last 2 years they were handcuffed to laptops, and teachers were unable to teach, and kids unable to get opportunity through their schools, or it's whether or not there's going to be a job when they graduate. We have to do better, strengthen the American economy, invest in our communities, grow job opportunities, and give kids the opportunity to learn, to be critical thinkers, to find their way from school to work. That's what we need to do in order to grow opportunity for everybody, and we're going to do that. We're going to focus on that if given that chance to represent all of you in the 19th District. And so, I'm going to introduce Sophia, but I want you to know, I take very seriously the job of being a representative. And what that means for me is I need to be here, and I have been. I mean, every several days, we're here on the ground in the community. There are 11 counties across this district. I have been to every one multiple times, And should I be given the honor of serving you, we're going to be here on the ground working with you every day, ensuring that Broome County, ensuring that the residents here have the representation, have somebody's going to fight for you, someone's going to listen to you, someone's going to learn from you, someone's going to work hard to represent you in Washington. You might promise, and we're going to do that together. Thank you. Sophia was a little bit nervous, so I warmed up the crowds. But I once served in the New York State Assembly, the place where all good ideas used to go to die. Now all the bad ideas seem to get life. Single-party rule in Albany is eroding our economy, undermining public safety, and you need a good, solid voice representing you. And we need a balance in Albany to hold people accountable. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Sophia.
Our next congressman right there, Marc Molinaro. Thank you. It's, wow, you're pretty smooth. You've done this a time or two. You've done it a couple of times. Okay, first I want to say thank you to the Cortese family for doing this, putting this together for us. I'm forever grateful for that. I want to thank Nicole and everybody who is so helpful. There she is, with just supporting us. Okay, so look, I'm not as smooth as Mark, like I said, but there are some things that we need to be talking about, we need to be highlighting, and I'm going to try to do that just a little bit tonight, without making it too long. I migrated to this country, many of you know this, right, in the 80s for the American dream. We came here and we made a life. My children, your neighbors, your friends are leaving. I never thought that we'd be running for office today, us Republicans, fighting for fundamental rights here in this country, in this beautiful state of ours. There's so much at stake. I knock on doors almost every day. I have knocked on maybe, I don't know, thousands of doors before, and this is what I'm hearing. I don't know if I can pay for eggs or for my darn gas this week. I am not safe. They're letting people out from jail, basically. And let me tell you something, a lot of you know that I'm a social worker, right? I work with women and children in domestic violence. And I can tell you that what my opponent sponsored, that bill that she sponsored, has re-victimized these women and children that I worked with. We have so much at stake. I ask you to go out and vote the Republican top to bottom. Remember what this is about. It is for our children. I'm not a politician. I always say I had a good life before this. Right?
All downhill from here.
But we need to take a stance. We need to say enough is enough. My opponent has been coasting for almost 20 years, while the rest of us have to stay up at night times to wonder and stress about, can we make payroll? Because we all know they've suffocated small businesses, right?
Yeah.
Can we pay our taxes? Can we deal with watching our kids leaving this area, going to a place where there is no safety net, where I or you as a parent can't get to them if they need you because they're far away? And it ain't because of the weather, okay? Let's face it, we know that. So anyway, much of what Mark said, I mean, all of that is true. I want to echo all of that, and I don't want to hold you up. Thank you for all your support. Please do not forget to go out and vote. And when you're ready to go vote, text 100 people. Everybody in your contact, whatever you call it, text them, remind them, make sure they go out and vote. Thank you so very much. I'm forever grateful.
What Sophia ended with is very important. Listen, you're going to get the TV ads. I tell everybody, if you see the other side's ads, 90% of them are inaccurate.
Yep.
They do say my name right. You're going to see the mail. The mail is going to come into your mailboxes, and they're going to flood you on YouTube and all of this. Your friends will trust you.
Yes.
A trusted source. Your friends will believe you. When you tell your neighbors, you met these two folks, that they seem like normal human beings who actually care about people, they're more likely to believe you, and they will show up if you tell them to. So please go back out and encourage them to do that. Please encourage folks that show up. This is not the year to stay home. It's the year to vote.
That's right.
And I do it all the time. When I go to the grocery store or the gas station, I asked the woman or the guy at Marabido's, I say, are you registered to vote? Yes, I am. Do you vote? No, it doesn't matter. That's what they want you to think, that your voice doesn't count and your vote doesn't matter. It does. If you get folks to show up, they'll believe you and they'll trust you, and encourage them to show up and vote for us. On your way out, please take a sign. If you want to put that on your lawn, I'm going to pay Sophia $1 for every time she put one of my signs next to her sign in somebody's yard. At that, I'm not going to pay Fred Akshar. If I did Fred Akshar, I'd owe Fred Akshar about $15,000 if I had a sign next to every one of his. Fred couldn't be here tonight. He apologizes. He had a conflict at home. And last but not least, they're asking us, Nicole and the people who work for us, are asking us if we could all kind of group up to take one big picture. I have no idea how you're going to make that work, but see that funny looking guy behind the bar in the beard? He's going to tell you how to do that.
If everybody could just get close, as close as you can, group up with Sophia.
I'm going to stand right here in the corner. However you want. Sit, stand.
Paul's going to hand out some rally signs.
Get in the photograph. Everybody group up as best you can. Let's take another step. Sophia and I'll take another step forward. Folks, can you I don't know how we're doing it, but they told me to say.
I'm gonna get in the back.
Come around back.
I'll hold sign.
Sure.
I do. Yes, I do, honey. Thank you.
Come over this way, guys.
Table moving.
Uh-oh. Go to the table. No, run this way. He wants to get next to Eddie.
Give me signs for us.
Get in here with you guys. Where are you going, Chrissy? Oh, are they taking it from this way? Eddie's right there.
Eddie's working. Bring the baby.
Get the baby.
4 months old, smile.
Mark the baby.
Give me a baby.
Here we go. Sounds like the Rock.
I'd be afraid.
Put it in 0.5. Put it in 0.5.
Yep, it's in 0.5.
Oh boy, let me still can't do this.
Just go with it. That's Sophia's house. We're good now. All right, here we go.
All right, ready, right here. Everybody right here. Ready? One.
I'm trying. That baby's so cute. Yeah. Look at Eddie. Yeah. Look at
He's doing his work. Let him do his
Hand and grab. There we go.
Here we go. Everybody right here. Ready?
One
One.
more.
Wait, we don't need any more cookies. On the count of three, say Rich Dave.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Got it. Thanks, everybody. Thank you. Manja.
Yay!
Yes.